Hey guys, so this lesson's called Solving Systems with Substitution. So what this lesson is you guys are taking, like you're looking at these two linear functions and you're trying to find where they intersect. So how we find where they intersect though, this is like one of the methods, like the method we've done already was with graphing, right? But this is just a different one. So what this is you want to try to get an equation set equal to y. So like if we look at this first one here, I could subtract 2x on both sides, and then I would have y is equal to 9 minus 2x. So once you get one of the equations set equal to either x equals or y equals, you can just take that quantity and then sub it in for y, right? Because it equals y. And that's where this is coming from. Okay. And then once you have it subbed in, then you're just going to like distribute the 3 and kind of simplify. And you see that you get x is 2. Okay, so then what you do is once you have what x is, then you can plug it back in to either equation and solve for y. So it doesn't matter any one of these three equations, you can actually put it into and it'll work. So they put it into this one, right? And when they did that, they got y is 5. So your answer is the coordinate 2, 5, okay? Now down here, they just did a check, and they just checked it. If you put 2 in for x and then 5 in for y into both, you'll see the equations equal out and it's true. Now, do you have to do that on the homework? No. On a test or quiz, you could, it's like a way to check your answer. Okay, so I already kind of started one real quick, and just because it was an easier one, y is already set equal to 3, so you actually already have the y coordinate. So all I did was sub it into y in this equation. That's where I got 3, and then kept everything the same. And then I simplified and then solved for x. So the answer to this question then is going to be the coordinate -1, 3. Okay, so for number 2, I have a couple options, but the easier of the equations looks like the top one. So I'm going to take x plus y equaling 1, and I'm just going to solve that for x or y. So it really doesn't matter. There's more than one way to approach every one of these. But I'm going to go this way, and I'm just going to say x equals -y, or 1 minus y. So then what I'm going to do is take this equation then, the other one. You can't sub it back into the same equation because it'll zero out. Okay, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to sub it into x in the other one. Now I have 1 minus y plus 3y equals 9. And then I combine like terms. All right, and then subtract 1. Right, 2y equals 8, divide by 2, and I get 4. Now, once I have y is 4, I can sub it into any one of these equations. This one, this one, this one if I want to. So probably putting it in this one would be the best, like easiest way. So if I put 4 into there, I get x is -3. So my final solution would be -3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to do 4 more with you guys. So for 3, again, multiple ways to approach this. I'm just going to start with the top. And I, again, just am going to subtract y. Now that I have it set equal to one variable, I'm going to take the other equation now. So this one. And I'm going to take this quantity and sub it in for x. So now I'm going to have 8 minus y equals 4. So I could just actually drop parentheses on this one. And then I would have 8 minus 2y is 4. Subtract 8. -2y is -4. Divide by -2. You get y is 2. So now that I have y is 2, again, pick this equation, this one, or that one to sub y is 2 again. I think this one's kind of the easier looking one. So 8 minus 2 would just give me 6. So my solution is 6, 2. Okay, number 4 right next to it. For this one, again, I could either start with the first one or the second one because x and y are both by themselves. So again, I'm just going to go with the top. No particular reason, just going to go with that one. And I'm just going to subtract 3x from it. So we get y is negative 3x plus 13. So then I'm going to take the second equation and sub this quantity for y into the equation. And I would get x plus 6 times negative 3x plus 13 is negative 7. And then distribute this, x minus 18x plus 78 is negative 7. So then I can combine those terms, negative 17x plus 78, negative 7. Sorry, so then I'm going to subtract 78. And I keep going, and then I get x is 5. Okay. So then, same thing as before, I could just sub it into this one, or this one to get y. To me, it just seems easier right now to go with this equation. So I get y is, this would be negative 15 plus 13, or negative 2. So my solution would be 5, negative 12. Okay, and then I got 2 more. Okay. Now this one, I probably don't want to start with the first one this time because I got a 5a and a 2b. I'd probably want to go with this one and try setting it equal to b because that just seems easier. And by doing that, I'm just going to add b actually because then I get 2a is just equal to b. And then I'm going to take the second equation and I'm going to sub 2a in for b. So 5a minus 2 times 2a equals 3. Just simplify. And I get a is 3. So if a is 3, that means b would have to be 6. So I get, if the coordinates in the form of a comma b, I get 3, 6 as my final answer. Okay, and then last one. Again, both these just have an isolated x, so I'm going to start with the top and then subtract 2y. Then take the second equation, sub this in. If you guys notice, I just dropped the parentheses there because it's subtraction, so I don't really need it right now. So I get 8 minus 4y is 4. Subtract 8. Divide by negative 4. And I get y is 1. So then I'm putting it up here. 8 minus 2 is 6. So my final answer would be 6, 1. Okay, guys, and that's it. So just work on the homework, and that's all.